Thank you, Doc. I like that. Right, and we're all set for the lesson. Okay, Doc? Oh! Good. Right, so the future perfect. Right, just like in the previous video there, I was asking you to remember formulas, right? A formula, okay? So get your book handy, notebook, pen and paper, right? And write it down. Your future perfect formula, right, is this, okay? Will and have, okay? Plus a past participle. I know it sounds a bit strange when you're talking about a future tense and you're using a past participle, but I'll explain why it is a past participle, right? Okay, so it's will, have, and a past participle. Future perfect. So can we make a sentence using will, have, and a past participle? Well, of course we can. Tomorrow, okay, tomorrow I will have finished all my work. Okay, tomorrow I will have finished all my work. There we have it, see. Will, have, plus the past participle finished. And quite often when we're using the future perfect, this is what it's for. It's for projecting a future event. It's for projecting a time that a future event will be finished. Okay? Let's rattle off another one here. She will have painted the room by noon. She will have painted the room by noon. Almost rhymes that, doesn't it? She will have painted the room by noon. So let's say you're asking that question. When will Amy have painted this room? She will have painted the room by noon. So there we have it, you see. Projecting when a future event has been completed. And that is why we have will, have, plus the past participle. Right? Now, is it just will for the future perfect? Well, no, it isn't. You can also say this as well, okay? Going, right? The word going, write this down. Right? She is going to have done it by then. Okay? Going to have done it by then. Going to have, right? Similar to will have. Going to have. Don't forget, it is going to have plus the past participle, right? Future perfect also is will have plus past participle. Please write them down so you don't forget them. I mean, it is quite simple, really. I mean, we do speak like this anyway. You know, this isn't, for an English speaker, this isn't some wonderful thing that you're hearing here for the first time. I mean, you've heard people saying things like that before, haven't you? Right? I will have done it by then. Okay? But you may not know which of the tenses you're speaking in. Well, I can tell you right now, if you're saying I will have done it by then, you are speaking in the future perfect. Or we are going to have completed our work later. Or we are going to give maybe a more definite time. We're going to have completed our work by 3 p.m. Okay? You're talking in the future perfect. Okay, the future perfect progressive. It sounds like a bit of a mouthful. Now don't forget also, like I explained in the previous video there, progressive and continuous, there's absolutely no difference between them whatsoever. They are the same thing. So therefore you could call it the future perfect continuous. That's absolutely fine. Now, as I taught you in the last video there, what you've got to remember about the term progressive or continuous really is just one simple little thing. Can you remember it? The ing factor. Yes, the ing at the end of an infinitive form of a verb. Okay? Ing. Ing. Running, dancing, walking, singing. Moving, eating. Right? Can we think about a way to describe a verb like that? Did I hear you say present participle? Very well done. Yes. And let's give you some examples. I will have been working on this video for 4 days. You see, it's the ing factor, right? She will have been waiting at the airport for 2 hours when you arrive. That there has been written in a complex sentence. You can turn it around, can't you? When you arrive, she will have been waiting at the airport for 2 hours. And I'm sorry if I keep on stealing your... No, I don't think you've got that written down there in your overview. Right, okay. Okay, right. This is annoying, you know, because what I've got to... I mean, you don't realise this, but what I'm actually doing here just now is I'm actually just moving my hand around here. And there's no words actually there. There are no words there. And it'd be great if we could get some sort of gizmo or device that would actually put the words up for me. So therefore I don't have to edit it all later on and add all these things to it.
Oh, don't you have Voice Editor Pro?
Pro Voice Editor what?
Great Scott! Of course you don't have it. It's not going to be invented for another 40 years. What am I thinking about? Hey, not to worry. I can make it compatible with your computer and your camera. There! You should have it now.
Whoa. Oh, that'd be fantastic. Let's give it a go. Gary will have been studying for his degree for 3 whole years. Yeah, there it is. That's a great help, thanks. There it is. Gary will have been studying for his degree for 3 whole years. Right. So once again, to stipulate that, the future perfect progressive is will have been and your present participle. Basically a verb with the ing at the end of it. Don't forget the will have been, it must have, will have been in it. And the present participle to be in the future perfect progressive. Right, so with the future perfect progressive we can also say this, right? You will find, let's use the contraction here, you'll find he will have been worrying about this for some time. You'll find he will have been worrying about this for some time. Okay, that there is in the future perfect progressive. Now we can also use the be going to in the future perfect progressive as well. She is going to have been worrying about this for nothing. She is going to have been worrying about this for nothing. Or she is going to have been worrying about this for some time, just using the same sentence there. we can also use be going to there too. She is going to have been worrying about this for some time. In an hour's time, in an hour's time, I will have been working on this for 2 days. In an hour's time, I will have been working on this for 2 days.